Shalom, Yahawah, Shalom to the left. It's another quick video about Esau space hotels and why they really doing this stuff. Now, I'm just read a few precepts and I'm gonna let the video play. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and it says, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with a sword. He that fleeth for them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth for them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, that's why I bring them down. And they feel like they're going to escape. This part of their little escape plan. But this shit ain't going to work, man. Because they know what's coming. See, like, little low-level Edomites and maybe your average day Joe six-pack, Budweiser drinking Jack, they don't know what the fuck going on. But the actual top-level bankers, people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, people that's like Bill Gates. What's the other guy named that look like a little frog? I'm trying to think of his name right now. George the Frog Soros. People like that, they know exactly what's coming. So what they trying to do? They trying to get these little space hotels and shit. So while all this shit take place down here, they could be sitting up in the heavens, just chilling, and then come back down and regain some type of authority. But it ain't going down like that, man. That's why I say right here in the book of Amos, it says, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
Maybe it's about floating in zero gravity. Or maybe it's just that some people just want to get the hell out of here, especially right now with everything going on with COVID. But all of a sudden, the idea of space travel seems to be on everybody's mind. We told you about the pictures that have been coming in for Mars, for example. It's just really captivated our attention and much of the world's. Well, guess what? There is now a new concept. A new beginning, so to speak, when it comes to outer space. Imagine a hotel in outer space, and construction could begin in 2025. This is no Holiday Inn, and this is Trinity Chavez reporting.
Experts are working on a hotel that's literally out of this world. The world's first hotel in outer space is set to begin construction in 2025 and is expected to be operational as soon as 2027. An out-of-this-world hotel is just a few years away from becoming a reality.
The ability to build really large structures affordably in space will be essential.
That's how you know, man. These scriptures, this ain't no little made-up little fable. This is a real prophetic book. You can go get any other book. You have people, like I have family members just be trying to bring certain little books to me. They don't have no prophecy in them. Like, I can't go read other books and be like, okay, this got this type of prophecy in there. Don't no other book mention how Esau gonna dig into hell, which is just basically talking about the earth, or it's talking about them climbing up to heaven. Don't no other books mention that. That's why this book's so valuable like that. But see, it take a certain type of person to actually bring out this information, actually go into these precepts, actually see this clearly. Because you have somebody that's not even awake and spiritually read this, they'll literally think that they digging down into hell, going down there to go play with Shaitan down there with his trident. But that's not what it's talking about. Esau know what the hell they talking about, and they know what these scriptures talking about as far as climbing up into heaven, because this is what they're doing. And they ain't waiting till no 2025, man. You got stuff kicking off over in the Middle East right now. That's why gas keep going up, because of the shit that they're doing over there. So as things escalate, they figuring out a way to escape.
This decade, we will see the start and completion of construction on humanity's first hotel in outer space. The group behind the innovative project, Orbital Assembly, says it plans to begin building Voyager Station in low Earth orbit in 2025 and believes the
And that's how you know who Esau is. I was just going to read a book of Amos, but let me get some more real quick. So I'm going to just go to the book of Obadiah. Book of Obadiah, I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And that's what you see going on in the news right now. China despising the U.S., Russia despising the U.S., and they Edomites too. Them Iranians and Persians, they despising the U.S. All these different little militarized countries that got a type of power that actually makes stuff move. They despising what's going on. And who the main people that run stuff? Esau. Read on some more. It says, The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And this is a real proud statement and a move right here. You're gonna go build got all this land on the earth. And these proud ass devils want to go build some shit up in the space though. And they see the angels. They see them when they travel and how they move. Now verse 4 says, Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. This clearly amongst the stars right here. That's what it was saying at the beginning of the title. Let me go back to it and I'll skip back around. Swinging on a star. You can't make this stuff up. It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, that's will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And that's why they also had a space force. Because they want to be able to fight what's coming. I'm going to jump down to verse 6. It says, How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Well, hey, it's so easy now to search out Esau shit, because you got Esau exposing Esau. They just put the information out. It's up for grabs.
27. An out-of-this-world hotel is just a few years away from becoming a reality.
The ability to build really large structures affordably in space will be essential.
Essential, not no, oh, we just gonna do it just for, for special people that want to just see a different view. No, they trying to make this essential because they know the judgment coming. I'm gonna go pull another precept too. I wasn't even gonna get some of these, but they just keep popping in my mind. I want to say it's in the book of Revelation, if I'm mistaken. Hold on 1 minute. Yep, book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 15. Oh, let me jump back up a little bit. Hold up. And this backing up basically what I was talking about in the previous video about the snitches. Because you're gonna have men that's gonna actually get put to death for this, but hey, is you really gonna ride for the Most High, or is you gonna fold up? Verse 9, it's in the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahawah and for the testimony which they held. And some men, they're gonna die for that. But you're gonna hold a very special place though when the kingdom comes. It's like if somebody on a carnal level, somebody ride for you, like how people say, you treat them people good, just like how some people might go sit down and do a bid because they ain't rat, they ain't snitch. When they get out, a real individual make sure they got a vehicle, a house, money, whatever they do to make sure they're comfortable. So imagine that on a spiritual level, how the Most High gonna do. Like, oh, you died for me, for my word, for the testimony. Oh, okay. So you just imagine the type of gift you're gonna get. Now, verse 10 it says, And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou now judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. Now, verse 12, this is the main point I want to get into. Now it says, And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, And the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, and she is shaken of the mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll, when it's rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, which back up the other scripture that's in the book of, I want to say, Jeremiah, if I'm mistaken. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. It's only one thing that's going to make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. Let me get a little picture of that. And see, this is the real reason why they want to be up in space. They ain't trying to go, they got plenty of resorts and shit they can go sleep at and relax. They ain't gonna want to be on the earth when this happens. Ain't nobody gonna be on the earth when this happens. That's why the scripture said, look up for your redemption draw not, because the only way to get up out of this is to be part of the elect, first and foremost, and to be delivered with them chariots. When they talk about the earth, I don't know what it said it did. It said when it's rolled together like a scroll. Well, it said departed as a scroll. I mean, it's just like a scroll, man. They've been practicing with this. They don't test it out. So what Esau gonna do? It says in verse 15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. That's how you know it's two different people. Because you got the Most High and then you got his son, which his other nickname is the Lamb. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come. Who shall be able to stand? The only one's going to be able to stand on that day is the elect. The ones who deem to make it up out of it. And the people that join unto the... And Esau, they gonna get up there. They gonna so-called escape to these space hotels and these different little areas that they got. But hey, man, I'm gonna get into that last precept in a minute. What's gonna happen to them?
Completion of construction on humanity's first hotel in outer space. The group behind the innovative project, Orbital Assembly, says it plans to begin building Voyager Station in low Earth orbit in 2025 and believes the interstellar resort may be operational as soon as 2027. Renderings of the hotel show individual pods attached to a rotating wheel with tubes connecting the different areas, forming an X.
And what's really a big deal about this gravity ring is that it's a huge ring. It's going to measure 60 meters or nearly 200 feet in diameter. This is a 40% scale version of the Voyager Station's outer ring truss.
But guests won't only be paying for the novelty setting. There will also be a slew of amenities, including restaurants, a spa, cinema, gyms, bars, and libraries to accommodate some 400 guests. Necessities also include crew quarters, air, water, and power will also take up a portion of the space facility. The hotel will circle the globe every 90 minutes, and the circle's rotation will generate artificial gravity experts say is a necessity.
We need artificial gravity. We need a mechanism to allow us to...
It's plenty of gravity down on the earth. We know why they want that artificial gravity? Because they want to escape this shit right here. But hey, either way, man, Esau, you're done for. Most High got y'all in a little trick bag. They've been summoning up or calling on Shaitan, not realizing, like the book of Job said, Shaitan worked for the Most High. So he a double agent, basically. Nah, I'm going to finish reading this off. Some books still back in the book of Amos. Let's see exactly what I want to go at. I'm going to start at verse 8 and I just read on down. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahawah are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off of the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, says the Lord. And the house of Jacob is talking about Israel. So that means ain't going to be no end of the world like how Esau tried to put out in his little commercials and little info ads, or was the earth end or the sun explode or some bullshit they try to come up with. Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Now verse 9 it says, for lo, I will command, I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, because we scattered everywhere. This ain't no black and white thing. This ain't no, oh, if you ain't black, you ain't from Israel. No, that ain't what it's about. Our people scattered, some are everywhere. You got some people that look like us that ain't us. You got some people that look Chinese, they ain't even fucking Chinese. They actually come from Israel. You got some people that look like they from damn Scandinavia, blonde hair, blue eyes, is a damn Israelite. That's how the Most High work, man. When it says like as a corn is sifted in the sea, yet should not the least rain fall upon the earth. It said all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say evil should not overtake nor prevent us. Now the restoration, this what Esau got to look forward to, because how the house of David was back in the old times, when the garrisons was up, when Edom was in captivity, that shit gonna happen again, man. This is Amos chapter 9, and this right here, this is my favorite scripture of all the scriptures, because I want to see this personally. It's fucking damn devils. They've been fucking up the earth, and they want to go mess up space too, and just think they can just slide off into the sunset. But Amos 9:11, it says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom." That don't sound like they gonna just be shaking hands and, hey, here you go, Esau. Go over here and I'm gonna bring you some cows and give me a few of them goats over there. Nah, they ain't gonna be going down like that. It says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, says the Lord that do this. So if this ain't out my own mouth, this ain't just me saying, you know what? I think we should go get Edom. This is what the Most High put out, and it's gonna come to pass. Now, verse 13 it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build away cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof." Oh, and that wine gonna be good too, man. Hey, you know, like some good yan. Now it says, "They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power." And that's what the Most High got in store for us, the restoration of Israel. Them Amalekites over there, they not us. Even though it's so-called Israelites scattered amongst them that look like Amalekites, but they not actual Amalekites. But that's why the Most High gonna have to sift everybody from out of every nation though. That process gonna go down. And that's gonna bug a lot of people out too, because Esau, they try to push this little narrative talking about, oh, the black Hebrew Israelites and all that stuff, when clearly men break down the precepts in the scriptures like Amos about the wheats and the tares and let you know how the seed travel. Wherever man lay that seed at, that's what's gonna come out. If I go to China and have a baby with a Chinese woman and she have a baby boy, as long as that boy keep producing boys, them seeds come from me ultimately. And so on for wherever else to go at. That's just what it is. But Esau like to play their little games, man, and try to figure out how they can offset the prophecies, and it ain't gonna work. Just like them trying to go hide out in the space. I just want to bring this out, man. This how close we are to seeing Esau lose control and lose complete power that they got right now. They planning their little escape to about 2025, man. Stuff can move way quicker than that. So the Lord's one that's edifying. Call all Yahawah, Shalom to the left.